Hi, boys and girls. So I don't know if you remember, but not that long ago, we were being realistic fiction authors, and I taught you about a strategy that's called show, don't tell. An author's job is very important. They have to paint a picture in the reader's mind. They have to give them as many details as they can. A book would be very boring without details. And so that's why a lot of times authors use a strategy called show, don't tell. They don't tell you, they show you. Well, poets are a kind of author. They just write poems instead of short stories. And you're going to find out today that show, don't tell is a really important poetry strategy. So we're going to review it, and we're going to kind of see what it would look like in a poem. And later in the week, you'll be writing your own poem using the strategy show, don't tell. Instead of telling a fact, poets show their readers with details they can imagine. The more details, the better. This is one way that poets paint their pictures with words. Here's an example. I could tell you it was cold outside, right? That's a simple sentence, but I can't picture anything in my mind. Here's an example of an author showing you. My breath made a cloud in front of my face. My arms were covered in goosebumps. Just by reading this, I can figure out that it was cold outside. Here's another example. I could tell you I was hungry. I could. That's not very exciting. Or I could show you. I could say, my stomach rumbled like a thunderstorm. Ooh, there's a simile. My stomach rumbled like a thunderstorm. All I could think about was a big, juicy cheeseburger, right? If you read this line, you would be able to conclude that the character was hungry. The author gave enough details. Here's another example. I could tell you it was crowded. But doesn't it sound better if I say I was in a sea of people? I couldn't move in any direction, right? Instead of just telling someone it's crowded, you can give very specific details. You're going to try it tomorrow. You're going to come up with an emotion, and we're going to ask ourselves, how can we show that emotion without telling the name of the emotion? All right, you're going to have a job today. You're going to read a poem where the poet used the strategy of show, don't tell. Let me show you what your assignment's going to look like. This is attached in the classroom. It says, read the following poem. The author writes about people going on a picnic. However, the author never says where the picnic is. She shows you with details. Please read the following poem and then fill out the Google Sheet. So you're going to read the poem, and then you're going to answer the question in the Google Sheet. Where did they have a picnic? All right, let's see. The Picnic by Dorothy Aldous. We brought a rug for sitting on. Our lunch was in a box. The sand was warm. We didn't wear hats or shoes or socks. Waves came curling up the sand. We waded. It was fun. Our sandwiches were different kinds. I dropped my jelly one. Now I bet you this author did such a good job of show, don't tell, that I bet you can figure out where they had their picnic. And I think we can agree that the poem sounds so much better when they showed us where they were rather than just telling us. Good luck. We're going to practice this more later this week.